Well, the last thing anyone needs during a pandemic is flu season, but here we are, and we need something to help us navigate during these pretty difficult times. Luckily, Lysol has come up with an app to help us be safe and healthy this fall and winter, and I'm getting a chance to learn just a little bit more about that. Thank you so much for joining us today. Joseph, this first question is for you. How is COVID affecting cold and flu season right now?
Well, right now we're seeing actually a lower incidence of flu virus circulating, and it has a lot to do with the steps we're taking to mitigate COVID transmission. And that's a good thing with respect to flu.
And what are the best ways to kind of curb the spread right now and avoid, contracting both the flu and COVID?
Well, the best ways to avoid contracting COVID virus or the flu virus are what we're doing right now: hand washing, regular hand washing, or using hand sanitizer when we can't wash our hands. Proper cough etiquette, so that's coughing or sneezing into your elbow. If you use a tissue, dispose of it properly and wash your hands afterwards. Wearing a mask is very important. Let's continue to do that. Social distancing, staying away from people who are sick, cleaning and disinfecting surfaces, and for the flu, really important to get your flu shot this year.
And Joseph, can you tell us about the Lysol Germcast?
So the Lysol Germcast is an app that gives daily information on the incidence of COVID or flu to your county level. And we developed it using data that came from Kinza, and Nita can take you through how that was done.
Yeah, so Kinza makes this. It's a thermometer that connects to an app to give users guidance on care and treatment. And we have more than 2 million thermometers in use across the country, and they allow us to aggregate data on where and when fever and symptoms are starting and how fast they're spreading. And that is essentially an early warning system for illness.
And can you tell us, why is it so important to have that early illness detection?
Yeah, so how do you stop an outbreak from becoming an epidemic if you don't know where and when symptoms are starting and how fast they're spreading? And the answer is you don't. And we're unfortunately dealing with that reality today. And so an early warning system that aggregates information from before users or people enter into a healthcare system gives public health officials and families the data they need to make early, more actionable decisions.
Absolutely. And can you tell us, how can public health officials use this information?
Yeah, so they can use it to understand where fevers, which is an early indicator of contagious illness like COVID, are popping up in real time. They can deploy resources, things like testing and personal protective equipment, early and with really tactical precision to the areas that are being most affected. And they can help keep the economy open in surrounding unaffected areas by knowing exactly where fevers are starting and spreading and deploying resources effectively.
Well, thank you so much for all of this information. Can you tell our viewers where they can go for more?
So to get the Lysol Germcast app, you can go to the Lysol website, lysol.com, or you can download it for free from the Apple Store or Google Play.
You can always find this segment and more on our website at firstcoastliving.net.